So I am going out to have. I don't know why I keep going to grocery stores. People are kind of too busy to talk at a grocery store, but it seems like such a good idea. I don't know, maybe you just have to do and then ask for forgiveness afterwards, but I don't want to be a total monster person. Hi! This is going great! And this is your puppy?
This is Ina. Yep.
Hi, Ina.
Well, I was born and raised here. There's been a lot of positive development, I'd say. Definitely an interesting transition. Obviously, very religious area.
Yeah.
LDS predominant, and
Yeah.
I think there's been a big, a lot of people coming in that are changing that and kind of shifting the vibe here, I guess you would say. I was raised LDS myself and am no longer. The people that are coming in and the people that are already here, there's some clash going on, but I think there's gonna hopefully be a kind of reuniting period of where people are more as a unit here in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
What do you like about Utah?
The sun. I like. Thank you. And I like. People will let me do a weird art project on the street. This seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes, but yeah,
This place is pretty cool.
Yeah, you are nailing this. I like. I don't know. I just like mountains. I like being near them. I live in New York City, and there's no mountains there.
Yeah, and there are mountains all around us.
Yeah. What else you got? What else you want to know?
What do you want to see in the future of Salt Lake?
Oh, cool. I want people to kind of get a little weirder. Like I want people to be able to I feel like what I notice is everyone's really nice here, but I'd like to see people be a little bit more get to take a few more risks, having fun. Yeah. You got any other question?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is that it? Thank you.
Sweet.
So it went pretty well out with a card table, just asking for people to write down themes, and then some kids came up and they were like, "Can we interview you and be part of your project?" I was like, "Yes, absolutely." Heading up to the library, I'm a little nervous. Ah! Oh, it's very light out here. So I'm wondering, I'm making a documentary about Salt Lake City, and I'm also writing a musical here. So what are some things that just come to mind? Like, what should be in the musical?
Utah's a very it's very diverse, I would say. I mean, there's here in Salt Lake City, it's very you get all sorts of kind of people here, you know? And towards the outskirts, it's very less diverse. But here in Salt Lake City, it's a very big melting pot, and it's really cool. We're also talking geographically. I mean, the mountains are something that a lot of other places don't have.
Living in the mountains.
Yeah, we live in this huge valley that's the tallest mountains in the country.
I like that you guys call them foothills, because for us back east, we're like, these are mountains.
Yeah.
This is
I unfortunately don't think I have time because I'm gonna go.
You gotta run.
Somebody's picking me up.
Oh yeah, totally.
So,
There's a lot of sort of underground subcultures here that are really interesting. So just up the street, there's this place called the Heavy Metal Shop. And Salt Lake City had, during the mid to late 80s, had this really big punk metal alt scene that was I don't know. It's just really interesting because it's Utah has had this weird. I mean, Utah's a predominantly Mormon, conservative state, and there's these underground subcultures that are always kind of been like against the system, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just a 17-year-old kid. I don't know where I'm going in life yet. I work at a Burger King. Like, I don't know. Music's always been my passion too. So I hope I can eventually do something with that.
Yeah.
I play a little bit of everything.
You're like a one-man band.
Yeah.
This goes out to you, William. What will become of me? My name is William. Oh, what will become of me? My name is William, and I got a whole lot of crushing to do. Hey, so wrote 2 songs for people, talked to a bunch of people, carrying this table back to the car. Now it's about 3 p.m. I'm impressed they didn't come and talk to me about being outside the library. The lady in the liquor store said that there's a guy that brings her flowers every day, and she thinks that he's probably stealing them off someone's yard. She was like, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. It's the thought that counts. And I was like, he should steal you a vase. That's the next step. I'm making a documentary about the U.S. right now, and I am wondering if you have any ideas for me because I'm writing a musical in each town. Do you have any ideas for me of what the musical should be about in Salt Lake? Like what?
That's a tough one.
I know. Like, you see this thing is kind of cool.
Yeah, I see.
It's like they kind of stabilize things, so you can kind of,
That's
yeah.
true. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it'd have to be something to do with religion.
About religion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, can you say a little more? That's interesting.
I don't know, it's a tough one. I work right there.
You do? What do you do there?
I'm a maintenance guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's cold out here.
It's freezing out here. About religion, yeah.
this one.
Oh, that's your bus. Thank you for the idea. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Thank you. Well, turns out people don't really want to talk to you at night.